Hey guys, welcome back. What you're looking at are black Reishis that I just finished growing, and what you're hearing is actually them singing. I hooked up a plant wave device to read their electrical frequencies, and the background track for this entire video is a 5-minute symphony made by these mushrooms. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I grew them from scratch. Alright, so every great mushroom growth starts with grain spawn. For these black Reishis, I actually went with wild bird seed. I just rinsed the grain and then soaked it overnight, and then dumped it in the crock pot and let it sit in the really hot water for about 10 minutes while stirring. And then I just dump it out on a flat surface and then add it to some jars with these special lids that have 2 holes in it, one for an injection port and one for micropore tape as the air filter. Then I just slap a piece of aluminum foil on the lids and then throw them in the Presto pressure cooker and then cook them for 1.5 to 2 hours at 15 psi. After the pressure cooker cycle is over and the jars have cooled down, to bring the seed jars to life, I'm using my own personal black Reishi liquid culture. I like to inject 2 to 4 milliliters of the liquid culture all around the grain jar, and then I just shake it up to distribute. I'll leave a link in the description to my Etsy shop where you can grab some of this black Reishi liquid culture if you want to follow along at home. Then I just let the mycelium grow at around 75 to 80 degrees Fahrenheit for 1 to 2 weeks until it's fully colonized. Once the grain spawn is completely white and colonized, it's time for the Reishi to move out of its childhood apartment and into a custom mansion. We're moving it to bulk substrate, specifically supplemented sawdust inside of a filter patch bag. I just dump the spawn in, break it up, and give it a really good shake to distribute the wealth. Then I take my impulse sealer to melt the bag shut, keeping it completely protected from outside contaminants. By the way, I'm going to be publishing an ebook all about mushroom contamination, so I'll throw that in the description when it's ready. Now we just let this bag colonize just like we did the grain jars, letting the mycelium weave through all that delicious sawdust. Once the bag is fully colonized, you're going to notice these distinct blobs starting to form on the surface. That is our green light to initiate fruiting. I'm cutting the very top seal off the bag, but I'm keeping the plastic flapped up like a little DIY tent, which creates a high humidity microclimate right above the substrate, which tricks the blobs into thinking they're deep in the forest floor, forcing them to grow straight up into antlers. Now you really don't need a fancy automated Martha 10 or a high-tech grow room for this. I actually just take these bags outside, toss them into a random plastic storage bin, and poked a few holes in the lid to allow for a little bit of fresh air, but the bin itself acts as a perfect low-tech humidity chamber. Growing these was awesome, but hearing them was even better. Huge shout out to PlantWave and the Black Reishis for providing the tracks today. If you enjoyed learning how to grow these light post mushrooms, smash that subscribe button and let me know what species I should listen to next. If you want to listen to your own plants or mushrooms, I'll leave my custom discount code for the PlantWave device in the description below.